So Warner Brothers has officially canceled their upcoming Wonder Woman game. Let's get into it. So in 2021, it was announced that Monolith Studios was going to be developing a Wonder Woman game. This is the studio that's behind games like Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War and the first two Fear games. So they have a pretty good pedigree. Everyone loves that they had the Nemesis system in that game. But the game had a trouble development. I think the development cycle was even a little bit rebooted. I want to say it was a year or two ago. It just wasn't really hitting the development goals that they wanted for it. But just recently, it was confirmed that Monolith Studios will be closing down, as well as two other development studios under the WB parent company. That's going to be Monolith Productions' Player First Games, who we know from the most recent Multiverses game that's getting shut down, and WB San Diego, which I can't lie, I don't really know what they've made. This story was actually originally broken by Jason Schreier over at Bloomberg, who's a pretty smart dude and seems to have a pretty good inside scoop on what's going on in the development industry. So there was a lot of legitimacy behind it, and then Warner Brothers confirmed it after the fact. This was actually reported earlier this week, but I wanted to wait till we got a little bit more information on it before I spoke about it, as we've also heard about how there was a patent for the Nemesis system that Monolith Studios was going to implement in Wonder Woman, and that doesn't expire till like 2036. So even if some other developer wanted to use it for their game, they would have to wait X amount of years to use it, or maybe they would license it, or they could buy the patent. I don't know how that really works. But this is crazy. I mean, Warner Brothers hasn't really been having a good run in their games division over the last few years, even with games like NetherRealm's Mortal Kombat. The most recent one didn't really seem like it was hitting the way Mortal Kombat's used to hit. And some of their other games haven't been doing too well either. I think the last game they had that was like a true success for them is probably Hogwarts Legacy, and they were ready to just exploit the shit out of that, making all sorts of like live service things from it, which thankfully we didn't get all those ideas. We did get Quidditch Champions. But this sucks to see. Obviously, Monolith Studios is a very talented studio. If you're somebody who grew up and played the Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War games, you knew that Nemesis system was awesome. I think there was like rumors about how Wonder Woman was actually going to have like the opposite of that, where you would get allies instead, and like they would remember that you helped them and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty shitty that they're just going to close the studio down. I mean, that's obviously a lot of money that's gone down the drain, and a lot of talented individuals that are now out of a job and are going to be looking for new jobs down the road. So let me know what you guys think. I think this game probably had some potential, but like I said, it was announced in 2021, and we heard basically nothing about it from that point on. So let me know what you think. Peace.